So, this is a Renegade. This is fun. That's it. It's our final ride on her. Boys can service her up. Get her put up for sale. Right now, though, the way the power steering's working, it's actually like seized up, so not sure what we're gonna find there. I think I found the problem. That is nasty. Well, yeah, there's the other end of it right there, boys. See you later, darling. Damn, I'm gonna miss it. I should take a picture. Ah, now we're talking. I could be stuck. I might be stuck. No, we're not stuck. I just like staring at you. You look beautiful, by the way. Have I told you today? Yes! Alakazam! Boom! Yeah, if you want your brake lines done on your bike, don't call me. It's a nightmare. I guess I should have gave it the cold start, but she looks good. I got her all cleaned up. Well, best I could in the winter conditions. Looking killer. There she is. Looking all minty. 2024 Renegade 1000 Xmr. Just wicked, just wicked. Look at tits. That's it. It's our final ride on her. Boys can service her up. Get her put up for sale for somebody. For some lucky individual, man. That's pretty kick-ass. I wonder if we should pull the key off it, probably. We'll give that to Matt. I wasn't sure if we'd have to go at it by part, see if it even works to snorkel an XTP, or do you think...
I
was worried about it maybe impeding that front box, because if it did, I wouldn't want to snorkel it. Because I really like the flat front box. It's just awesome.
We need to snorkel it somehow for you.
Yep, you're awesome.
Yep, see you,
thanks, boys. Right on. Cheers. Frickin' see you later, darling. I'm not certain that you'd ever need to snorkel one of these new Gen 3s, aside from wanting to submarine it, right? Just leaving it sit under the water. You'll still be able to cross deep ponds and stuff. You just can't stop in the center and leave your bike idling buried underwater, right? So, not sure we even will. We'll take a look at it. Potentially we will, but yeah, cool to see Matt's got a bunch of parts already in and a couple more on order, and we should be good to go. Get started with this build very soon, man. I'm excited. It's awesome. Here we are in Spaz's garage while we patiently wait the arrival of our new demo. we got some time on our hands and the weather is crap, right? A little too brisk to be out there riding. But we got Steph's bike here and we figured we'd give her a tune and see if we can't get her back in action. Things that we know are wrong with it: the power steering unit is intermittent, not working currently. Was having some issues firing up, but I know it's contact corrosion in the switch box. We have a torn boot and also a blown out shock, so we're gonna order up some parts here tonight, see what kind of headway me and Spaz can make on this thing, what we can fix, what we can't fix, if we can at least get it rideable again. Right now though, the way the power steering's working, it's actually like seized up, so not sure what we're gonna find there, but we've got a lot of panels to start pulling to figure it out. We got cracking at her, we got the axle fixed up, still got to put that boot back on, but we waiting to nip everything up. We get the shock and the new brake lines. Brake lines are needing replacing. It's got a crack in that one, so the front section is going to have to be replaced, which we've got on order along with the new shock and strut. So good to go there. The power steering was completely seized somehow, and I mean, I've got some penetrant going in from the top spline down, and eventually I was able to break it free so I could at least steer it like there's no power steering. But before, it was actually seized up. It was acting like it was in diff lock on asphalt, for crying out loud, which I knew something wasn't quite normal there. Went through the connectors, went through the grounds, cleaned everything, tried to rule out that there was any voltage issues with it, so it doesn't seem to be the case. Everything's testing properly, battery's good, functioning well, holding load. Connections look good, clean, still got good dialect in them. Cleaned up the grounds, tried that, nothing sort of alluding to what's going on. So I think it is just, he's been out of power steering for so long. He thought he was getting intermittent help, but I think it was sometimes unseizing a little bit, and he maybe park it, next day out, seized up again, and so on and so forth. Then I got to figure out how to gut that power steering unit so it's not giving resistance. I've just pulled the motor aside from the unit, and oh my god, that's some deep paste in there, boys. I think I found the problem. I don't know I've ever seen something so corroded in my life, but he thought it was intermittent. I can feel some binding though, and I do believe it's in the worm gear. I'm pretty sure of it. It just doesn't smoothly. There are spots, like if you're going quick about it, it seems all right, but if I go real slow right there, it's binding up. Right there, it's binding up. Yeah, there. Yeah, something's binding up in there, and something's broke for sure. But yeah, there's the other end of it right there, boys, and I've never seen anything like it, to be honest with you. The amount of cake that's in the other side, like, so I actually thought that this here, the motor here, I thought that this would be bound up worse than it is, and it doesn't seem like this is as bad as what's inside the worm gear on the other side. I'm curious though, what would happen if you just soaked the living piss out of it with WD-40 and brake cleaned everything up best you could, contacts and everything, plugged it back in, just as curious, just to see if it would come back to life at all. But as far as I can tell, we clean this better. I think we're going to find that these capacitors are burned up by the look of it, and I'm not liking the look of that one.
I don't know.
Let's get your face here, Spaz. Take a look at the other side. Go look. Huh? Go ahead, look. What do you think?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No wonder it ain't working, bud.
I sent a picture to Steph. I said, I think I found your problem. He goes, oh my god, is that the inside of the power steering unit? I'm like, yeah, man, it's that bad. So we got another component out of it right here, which is the this runs to like a worm gear. It spirals back and forth off of this motor and gives you resistance, right? So sits in this rubber band here, which is kind of interesting that they use a rubber band. This is a rubber band type circle. You can pull this off the other side of the spline, and that's all you got working this little auger gear. Feeds in there and rolls back and forth, giving you resistance from the motor off of this side. But just unbolted the whole cover this side, removed the motor. There's a harness, as you can see right there. You unplug that, and then there was a snap ring in here, holding the bearing seated in with the auger gear in there. I got rid of the snap ring and then just worked the bars back and forth kind of violently and vigorously for a couple minutes, and it actually unseated itself and pulled that out. And now the bike is literally steering without any resistance at all, without any binding from rust in the gears and grit, right? So that'll get you by. At least you could ride your bike tolerable. It was completely intolerable when it was locked up, but at this point, well, yes, they seem to be pretty well unserviceable, but it's definitely rideable at this point. A quick fix if you had to, and all I had to do to get this side of the power steering box off was remove, let's see, where is it? Under my ass. The power steering mounted bracket, which sits in just like so on the inner of the frame. So 2 bolts here and 2 bolts below my thumb here. Remove that, gave me access to this mounting screw right here for this side of the cover. And then you can get at the rest of them, and it pops out pretty easily. Like I said, just pull that snap ring in here around the bearing and work the bars back and forth. It'll pop that out, and then you have zero resistance whatsoever. It's basically just a non-power steering model, and it'll get you by. Definitely make it rideable anyways. Cooling on the ground. Thermi. O-rings both sides. Shot. Right, so we're going to replace the one on the thermostat. It's more of a square ring than an O-ring. And then I've cleaned out the housing and everything. I couldn't believe the amount of grit that's actually down through the bolt holes. Steph's working on cleaning up the threads of those. You can actually see it's eating away on the head here, but threads are good. We're going to try to reuse them. Probably order up some new ones. Yeah, that'll be that. And we're going to deal with this gasket leak here. The stator cover, the whole thing's got to go. So, oh yeah, right. Spaz is over here working on the arm bushings, which looks like they're moving right along. Oh, you guys got her out already. Look at you, eh? All right, we got to whip this Thermi back together. Really? That started life as a round washer? Or a round... Wow. Thermostat gasket. And I see that that just goes right over with a lip in it, so... Oof. Hopefully the new one goes on nice and easy. That, yeah, it's a pain in the ass. It's got to go right around that bad boy. But the thermostat's still working. His fan and cooling system is working, so we're not replacing it. However, probably could have, eh?
Go in on the angle. Yeah. Don't worry about my end. It's that weird.
Oh, did I get it? I think I got it. Brand new, boys.
No.
Yeah. Looking lovely. So, that's how it sits, rather. And I don't mind giving it a light little grease on this side, too. I've already brake cleaned that up. Thermostat sits down in the housing like so. You want your brake lines done on your bike? Don't call me, because what a nightmare, man. I found it easier to just cut them. Cut them everywhere. They're a ruined set of lines, so cut the ends off everywhere and start pulling them out. Get the block down to a 4-way. And I'll tell you, just getting that piece alone after cutting everything out is a nightmare, right? But we're there. The boys are still on it. But forgot to bring you guys in on the stator. My hands are so damn busy, but I got that new gasket in there and sealed up. Doesn't seem like it's leaking, and O-ring gaskets on the thermostat. It seems to be holding. Getting the brake lines out is the worst part. No, you don't have to pull your rad relocate. You wouldn't have to pull your fan and your rad either. It has nothing to do with the job, but it's just so darn tight down in here with all your harnesses and stuff where the block lives. The rest of it's not too bad. Bleeding the brakes on a Can-Am sucks too, but we pretty much got good pressure there now, so we're hoping it's enough, and if we have to do them again later, we will, but now it's about fighting and putting it all back together. Oil leak sealed, coolant leak fixed, AR bushings. Definitely working a little better. Yeah, we are. Going for a little rip. Ooh, she's freaky, bud. Had a set of halos sitting in the truck for a long time that Fire Mud sent us a while back, but these ones quit on me. The old multicolors. I went back to solid red, I did. I find the solid colors to be a bit brighter, more vibrant, and I already have the solid rack lights. They've always been on there. So that was my reasoning. Just threw the old solids back on her, but yeah. That's pretty cool. Hey, that was fun. Didn't expect that. That stuff, yeah, that's great. Could find more of that, that'd be awesome. Yeah. This is actually crusty, like give it a good traction a little bit. Yeah, there's a little give to it. I was worried it'd be more icy, but you can actually get traction. It's giving us traction, which is great. Shoot right into it, especially with these tires. Is a Renegade. This is fun. Hey, look at that. We dug up a top blue ribbon. Somebody was getting on it. Yeah, look at that. We did. We dug up the top. Oh no, that was somebody threw it. Oh, look at they threw it a couple. We'll pretend like we're stuck, even though we're not. We're in two-wheel drive. They'll be like, hey, what took you so fucking long, you know? What the fuck, boys? What a bunch of jerkies, man. They just tore right off the other way.
You're not him? Are you blind? Let's go. Oh, he's waiting for us. He's stuck.
I could be stuck. I might be stuck. No, we're not stuck. But by the God, those tires, they not stuck. Although this is enjoyable. I just like staring at you. You look beautiful, by the way. Have I told you today? Yes. Alakazam. Boom. Biscuit. On command. Reversa. Echo. On command. Shall we chew our way out of this mess? I would say so. I got stuck in two-wheel drive. You guys drove that way. Try that. Gotta go slow like that. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. Put your 4x boots on, buddy. Yeah, back her up. You just stuck her down. That's what I thought. Pretty well wrapped up, boys. We got some pressure in the brakes and we're hoping that she stops. But we're gonna take Steph back to his place. We'll drop this off. He can put the rest of the plastic together and on it. But yeah, fuck, do the honor, Steph. Fucking fire it up and throw it in the trailer, see if it stops. I put it in the trailer there the other day and ran into the back of my 18. Well, taking the easy road, are you?
Yep.
Don't blame you. Pretty well mechanically sound. Told him he could use some engine mounts, but I think I have some, so we'll pick another day and put the motor mounts in it, right? But grab some momentum though. I have a feeling we may have to bleed him a couple times, but I have a feeling we'll still have to bleed him a couple times. Well, Can-Ams and the brakes are pain in the ass. No, but if you get some good momentum, like what's it going to take for him to slow down, you know? They're there, but... Oh, they're there, eh? I think they'll probably have to be bled a couple more times to be 110%. But what do you got? You feel 80%? 90%? 90% brakes. Man, right on. Yep. All right, throw in the trailer. We'll bleed the brakes again, though, for sure. I should use this phone as a camera more often. It takes a really nice picture. And then you hear smack into the back of my bike. Yeah, the brakes don't work anymore. Did his bike really just set that car off? Or did somebody accidentally?